with all the player movement we saw in this offseason in the NBA, it does feel like for the first time in a long time, they could win. They could win, or they could win. And that's what makes this season, I think, more interesting.
It does, but I do think it comes down to, how about this, that the NBA champion this year will play in the Staples Center.
Strong to mostly strong.
Strong odds. Strong odds.
See what I did there? They both play. The Clippers and Lakers play in the Staples Center.
Got Clippers?
We got that.
Top
They're both
teams.
You want me to read?
Okay.
So, Caesar Sportsbook.
Yeah.
According to that, the Staples Center, they have two teams there, the Lakers and the Clippers, who, not coincidentally, are the top two as far as odds to win the NBA championship.
Where do they both play?
The Staples.
Yeah,
there you go.
Okay.
So what you were saying was...
Someone please deliver me from evil. Okay. Los Angeles Lakers plus 300, the Los Angeles Clippers plus 400, according to Caesars. So a lot of our NBA people, I think when Paul George and Kawhi, Paul George we mentioned before, both shoulders operated on this offseason, so he will not be in uniform tonight for that game. But we assumed that combination, given Kawhi's recent success, would make them the favorite in all this. But people look, especially during the preseason, a lot of talk about Anthony Davis and LeBron, how good they look.
Oh, well, listen, without question, now Kyle Kuzma won't be on the court for them tonight. He's dealing with an injury as well. So I think, and it's the one thing you can never predict. We can sit here and make predictions and go through what we think, but you don't know the injury bug. Last year I don't think the Lakers were going to win anything, but all of a sudden LeBron misses the most time he's ever missed with a groin injury. You just don't know. You have Paul George coming off double shoulder surgery. He's going to be back probably sometime in November. And then, so I really think with the Clippers, one of the terms around that team as you preview them is the old load management. Making sure Paul George and Kawhi are ready for a postseason run. Kawhi just went through one to win the title last year, so to go ahead and do that again, and Paul George coming off the surgeries to make sure they're ready for a playoff run.
Well, with Kawhi, that was a big part of the reason why he liked Toronto so much last year. And, we know he didn't want to go there. It was one of those things he made it very clear. I was probably not going to sign back there. But Toronto had a great plan for him. We know that mysterious injury that he suffered when he was in San Antonio that was a subject of so much scrutiny ended up being a big part of what Toronto did well. They managed that, and it got them to an NBA championship.
It certainly has. So some of the other preseason odds that are out there, MVPs, Giannis is the favorite at plus 350.
How about them real quick? Milwaukee has two sets of brothers. The Antetokounmpo brothers and the Lopez brothers.
Wow.
Brothers got a hug, man.
How about that?
They are
brothers got a hug.
By the way, they are third behind the Lakers and Clippers as far as odds to win the title this year. So you've got that, and then the reigning MVP, the leader in the clubhouse, to probably repeat in that category.
By the way, with the injury to Zion Williamson, for those that don't know, Woj broke the story yesterday that he's going to have a debridement on his knee, which basically he's got a meniscus issue. They got to clean it up. He's going to miss 6 to 8 weeks, which means that game against the Nuggets, I think it is, on Christmas Day, more likely be the first place you see him. His odds have moved from 50-1 to 250-1 for MVP, and he's been taken off the board as a Rookie of the Year.
But I think your original thought is correct. For the last how many years we've said Golden State, Golden State.
And whatever team LeBron is on.
Yeah, and now it actually is going to be whatever team LeBron is on, you know, with Anthony Davis and Kuzma. But the Clippers, and we know about, obviously, Milwaukee. The 76ers, you know, it was a SportsCenter highlight that Ben Simmons made a 3 in the preseason.
Against a non-NBA team, by the way.
Exactly. But Portland, Utah, Denver, there are a number of teams to look at.
There are, and it's nice is we've had those big threes. We went through that really once it started with the Celtics, but especially with Wade and Bosh and LeBron in Miami, that big 3 era in the NBA with Golden State. Now you've got them built. Homage does these great T-shirts that are the NBA Jams logos and the setup on there, where it was 2 guys, and you've got those twosomes that we spent all offseason talking about that are now going to dominate the NBA, which I think makes it fun because it's a nice, clean way to look at a lot of the best teams in basketball right now as we go down this list. You look at it, Milwaukee third behind the 2 Los Angeles teams. The Houston Rockets after that had Russell Westbrook this offseason, another former MVP. And then you get to the Golden State Warriors, who are getting treated like the also-rans right now.
Right, and they will get, Klay Thompson back at some point.
Potentially for the postseason.
Depending on what they're doing, whether you want to bring him back or not, obviously.
Here's the interesting one. You mentioned our friends, the Philadelphia 76ers, and Cliff's love for them. Philly's an interesting place right now. The Philadelphia Eagles struggling, very injured, a lot of questions about their future in this. What if I gave you, we were talking about this yesterday, a bet, speaking of odds, since we're talking about our friends at Caesars. Over under. Eagles wins this season or Ben Simmons made threes.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's one of the better prop bets I've heard in a long time. Cliff, our resident Philadelphia expert, where are you going? More wins
they
for
may
the
already
Eagles
have more wins.
or more threes for Ben Simmons?
Then he got all the threes in the world, baby. Sixes to the title, baby. Let's
you
go.
are just done on Philly, on the Eagles, aren't you? You're sickening, Cliff.
I'm not out on the Eagles just yet.
Hold
on a minute. You put out a tweet after the Sunday night game that said, "Man, your Eagles are trash." And they're not even my Eagles anymore. They're your Eagles.
Trey, why? Parentheses, O-U-R, parentheses. Your Eagles, like our Eagles, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Man, you know what? That is
sure.
The Cowboys damaged Cliff so much that he thinks Ben Simmons is going to make double-digit threes this year.
Well, did you see that one? Did you see that one Eagles fan who was asked, and he even said he hated to admit it, but the Cowboys are a better team, and when he said it, he started to cry.
Oh, it was awful. I hate
cry.
seeing what's happening. Like, Dad, you spent a lot of time in Philly. Like, we've gone back. I love the city. It's a great place.
Yes,
the
great
Reading
sport.
Terminal
It's a
Market
great
is where
sport.
I hope I go when I die.
It is
but,
a great sports city.
Man, they are
great
it's
city.
hurting right now.
It certainly is.
I love that though. What
a great prop bet.
Over under, because let's see, 2017.
He's never made a three again, so people understand. He's never made a three.
2017-18, 0 for 11. Last year, 0 for 6.
He
threes.
attempted 6 last year.
Yeah.
I think he makes 6 this year. I'll give him 6.
Well, that'll be. I think the Philly Eagles are going to win more than 6 games.
Yeah, I'm taking the Birds.
I'm taking the Eagles win. Yeah,
so bad.
Because it's going to get to game time. Is he really going to want to pull up and shoot a 3?
It depends on how far ahead they are.
But no, forgetting even that, is he going to want to live through the embarrassment of missing?
I think he's got to try. We'll see what happens. Lots more to
tried
talk about.
17 times.
Yes, he has. He's been the over. He's been the 2008 Lions and
Shooter's got to shoot,
and
man.
the 2016 or 17.
That's why he won't.
Browns +1.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports analysis and highlights, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.